Hi friends, today we're doing Unit 6, Lesson 5, A Plan is Made. We're going to start by going over the key vocabulary words you'll be hearing in today's reading. Our first word is rogue, a person who playfully causes trouble. Our next word is maid of honor, an unmarried female, attended of a bride. Our next word is massive, which means huge. Then we have the word barrel-chested, having a large round chest. Our next word is corset, a tight, stiff undergarment worn to make a woman's waist appear smaller. Our next word is dainty, small and pretty, delicate. Our next word is conceal, which means to hide. And our last word is adventure, an exciting or dangerous experience. We are now going to move into our reading. Chapter 4, A Plan is Made. The gods sat puzzled. None of them had any idea how to get Thor's hammer back from Thrym. At last Loki spoke. "Perhaps we could trick Thrym," he said. "Go on," said Odin. "We can't send the real Freya," Loki said. "That's clear. But maybe we could send a fake Freya." "A fake Freya?" said Odin. "What do you mean?" "I mean one of us could dress up as Freya." "I see," said Odin. "Who did you have in mind?" "Well," said Loki with a grin, "it's Thor's hammer. Maybe he should go get it himself." "What?" said Thor. "You want me, the great and mighty Thor, to dress up as a girl? Why, you rogue!" Thor reached out for Loki. He was eager to grab him. Tyr, the god of war, had to hold him back. "Relax," said Loki. "It will just be for a few hours, until we get your hammer back. I will go with you myself. I will dress up and pretend to be your maid of honor." But Thor was having none of it. "Never!" he roared. "I will not do it." "Well," Loki said, "has anyone else got a better plan?" Silence. At last Odin's wife, Frigga, spoke. "Loki's plan just might work," she said. "It's our best chance." Frigga placed a lovely white hand on Thor's massive shoulder. "Thor," she said, "I know you don't like the plan, but would you do it for me and for Freya?" Thor grumbled and groaned, but in the end he agreed. "It's just for a few hours," Odin said, patting Thor on the back. "A man can stand anything for a few hours." The gods sent a message to Thrym. Thrym wrote back. He announced that the wedding would take place in 8 days. 8 days later, the gods were hard at work getting Thor ready. "Pull!" shouted Frigga. "I'm pulling as hard as I can," replied Tyr. Thor was barrel-chested and muscular. It was not easy fitting him into Freya's clothing. Tyr and Loki had already spent 10 minutes trying to tighten the waist strings on Freya's corset. "Why did I let you fools talk me into this?" said Thor. "Take a deep breath," said Loki. Thor took a deep breath. Then Loki and Tyr began yanking on the corset strings. "It's no use," said Tyr. "We'll never make him look thin and dainty." "You're right," said Loki. "Let's hope he's not too large to fit into Freya's dress." Eventually the gods got Thor into the corset. They brought him a fancy white dress and dainty white shoes. They fitted him with the veils that covered his face and concealed his thick red beard. Loki got dressed as well. Freya came to put on the finishing touch. She took off the famous golden necklace she always wore and placed it around Thor's neck. At last Thor and Loki were ready. Freya called for her chariot, which was pulled by 2 cats. Thor and Loki stepped in. The cats mewed and the chariot lurched forward. Thor and Loki were off on their excellent adventure.